Imagine you just got done eating dinner with your spouse at a nice restaurant. You're driving back to your house and you're going through an intersection that the other road has a stop sign for. You're going through the intersection and you look over to your spouse, wife, or husband, and you see a car in the distance screeching towards y'all. And all of a sudden, boom! Before you know it, she's in the hospital bed and she might be dying. I'm Davin Williford, and today we will be talking about the reasons all stop signs and stoplights should be abolished. Stopping on the road can be very annoying and be very dangerous. According to the Federal Highway Administration, an agency within the U.S. Department of Transportation, states too many stop signs may also actually discourage good driving habits. Studies have shown that if stop signs are overused or are located where they don't seem to be necessary, some drivers become careless about stopping at them. The NCBI, National Center for Biotechnology, which advances science and health by providing access to biomedical genomic information, also states that nearly 700,000 police-reported motor vehicle crashes occur annually at stop signs. And approximately 1/3 of these crashes involves injuries. Now that we understand the danger of stop signs, we can identify why roundabouts are better than stop signs in an intersection. A roundabout is a road junction that involves cars driving in one direction around a median island. Entering the roundabout, you must yield to the traffic. To exit, the car can depart from the road that they desire. The way this would help is it would make people be more aware of cars around them without the hassle of stopping. This provides an environment of defensive driving, making people be more careful and aware of the things around them on the road. This would also help with the flow of traffic and prevent 700,000 crashes that occur at stop signs annually. So what about stop lights? The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, that is responsible for keeping people safe on roadways by enforcing vehicle performance standards and partnerships, state that there is a total of 165,000 car accidents annually caused by people running red lights. 800 of these include fatalities. For example, a couple weeks ago at Baylor University in Waco, I was watching A&M tennis with one of my teammates, and we hear a skirt and a boom. So we run over there, and we see this Jeep that is flipped over after getting T-boned by another car. So we make sure everyone's okay, and one girl gets out of each car. The one that T-boned the Jeep gets out and is a little bit shaken up, and the airbags went off, and so she got a little bit of a headache but has no scratches on her. We go over to the Jeep, and a girl walks out and has no scratches on her, even after being flipped in the Jeep. This only includes one of the car accidents that could have been very, very tragic if something actually happened. After hearing how many deaths and how tragic these car accidents could have been from just running red lights, we must find out a way to fix this. We must replace stop signs with overpasses. This would work just like a highway. For example, the busier street that runs under the overpass would have a non-disruptive intersection with exits that they may take if needed. The other street that goes over would have a turning lane to turn on one of those streets if needed to go on to that busier street. If they choose to exit, if the busier street chooses to exit, they must yield to the other traffic going the other way. The reason this is needed is because in a very busy place such as Dallas or Houston, many lights could take a long time and be very annoying. This can make people very impatient and can maybe even result in an accident. This would also allow traffic to run smoother and faster and possibly even save at least 800 lives a year. Stopping traffic laws can be very dangerous and cause many casualties that can be preventable. These structures could prevent many crashes and many fatalities, including even the one that I witnessed in Baylor a couple weeks ago. Now that you know the dangers of stopping and how they can be prevented, spread the news of ways we can save millions of lives by applying these laws to intersections.
6 minutes and 4 seconds.